Welcome. This is a tutorial video to help walk you through the third and final part of the hero's journey story process. Now, let me be very clear. This is not a part of the process that you will do on a routine basis. This is very deep, very intense work. It also can be challenging to do on your own. It sometimes requires working with someone who will hold the space and guide you to the truth of this. So if you are stuck on a particular story, or are struggling with this particular part of the process, you might want to consider scheduling a consultation with me, and I will take you through the process and help you to get a reference for how to get to this point and help you to experience the profound benefits when you do identify a core false belief and then start telling the truth about it. So you'll begin by copying all of the original story from one of your past assignments. You're not going to start with a new story for this. You're going to work from one of the stories that you've already explored. You're going to review the story, your old little R reality. And you're going to focus on the lack in the story. And specifically, you're going to focus on everything in that story that seems to demonstrate the lack of your core values. I want you to take the story and run with it and envision how much worse it could have been, and consider the worst possible outcome of the story. You are specifically diving into the depths of victim consciousness. I want you to, with awareness, in these depths, ask, why are these qualities missing? Why did this happen? Why does this always happen to me? Keep asking that question. Every time you ask that question, you will get an answer, and that answer will make you feel worse. Don't stop there. Keep going. Go as deep and as miserable and as low as you possibly can get until you are at the worst, lowest place that you could possibly handle. And then once again ask why all of these things that you think are missing are missing. And then state your answers in short declarative sentences, because it's all about you. Why did this happen? Because I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm unworthy, or I'm a failure, or I'm a loser, or I'm an asshole, or I'm whatever. Get it out. And then stop and do the present moment awareness safety meditation. You're done with those feelings. You don't need to go back there. Get back to a place where you are feeling at least minimally safe. You're going to take each of those statements and you're going to rephrase them so that they describe your relationship to God or creator or divinity or the universe, whatever name or concept you use for God. I'm just going to use the G word here. And you will rewrite these statements. So, I'm not enough would be, I'm not enough for God. Or I'm unworthy might be, I'm unworthy of God, or I'm unworthy of God's love. I'm a failure becomes, I'm a failure in the eyes of God. Take your time. Make sure you address each statement and get it very clear in your relationship to God. This will not feel good, but you're not doing this from the depths of victim consciousness. These statements are some of your core false beliefs. And they are absolutely not true. So this is where you need to create turnaround affirmations. And each statement has 2 turnaround affirmations. You need to create both of them. So, I'm not enough for God becomes, I am enough for God. And it also becomes, God is enough for me. I'm unworthy of God's love becomes, I am worthy of God's love, and God is worthy of my love. I'm a failure in the eyes of God becomes, I'm a success in the eyes of God, and God is a success in my eyes. The turnarounds have to be positive affirmations. So you can't take, I'm a failure in the eyes of God, and say, I'm not a failure in the eyes of God. You have to find the word that is the opposite and describes what it is that you're looking to consider here. Take your time. Make sure you create all of the turnarounds. These are targeted, specific spiritual truths. You need to take each of those turnaround affirmations into meditation and contemplation for at least the next 7 days. Pick 1 or 2 of them, journal about them, use them as mantras. Remind yourself of the truth of your relationship to God. Pick the ones where you have a visceral response. One of my core false beliefs has to do with being not enough, and really showed up in my relationship with God. And when I hit the turnaround statement, God is enough for me, this rush of energy went up my spine. It just resonated so deeply in my body and my consciousness, and I could feel it. And so that was a powerful healing affirmation for me. It might not be anything that targets one of your issues. That's why we go through this really uncomfortable process where you're diving into the depths of victim consciousness so you can discover and become conscious of 1 or 2 of your deepest, darkest, core false beliefs. When you take these turnaround statements and tell the truth about those core false beliefs and heal them, when those false beliefs go away, millions of stories disappear. Because those core false beliefs fuel so much of your little R reality. And when we get rid of the root, and replace it with truth, it is a profound experience.